There we go. Okay, let's start. I'm sizing right now combines. I'm gonna start doing 15 micros. Okay, we're doing July, boys. We're doing July. So right now, let me get this to New York. It is New York. We missed the Monday because it skipped New York session here, which is kind of annoying. So we're starting on Tuesday. We're starting on Tuesday. Yeah? I'm gonna be in depth as well. I'm gonna be in depth. I'm not gonna just back test quickly. I'm actually gonna go through thought process and everything, yeah? So it's gonna help a lot. Okay. All right, let me open news as well. One sec, let me open news. Okay, so it's Tuesday 2nd. We have Powell speaking at market open, and we have 10 a.m. news. So at that point, I'm not gonna trade. Let's see what price does. So Powell speaking right now. So we're not gonna trade. Powell speaking right now, and we also have 10 a.m. news. I'm just gonna jump to the next day. Yeah, 20K profit. Cool. I'll make 20K profit. Cool. All right, next day. Powell speaking on that day. So Wednesday we have 10 a.m. news and FMC minutes and 8:30 news. So there's a lot of news in the first week. So one thing you guys need to know: every obviously first week of the month, a lot of news. So you have to be careful of that. Okay, so this is all-time highs. We're on the 4-hour chart. Displaced higher 4 minutes SMT. You guys can see that we're displacing higher, filling this 4-hour BISI. On the 1 hour, came down. We swept this draw, but on ES, we haven't. So we now fall in the bearish SMT, but it's not bearish to me just yet because I need to see some displacement to the downside. I'm not getting that right now. So zoom in on the 15. Nothing much just yet. We have this low that got swept. So like I said, there was 10 a.m. news. We have 10 a.m. news. I'm gonna skip to 10 a.m. So let me skip 10 a.m. Okay, let me go to 59. Okay, that's 59. So now macro is open. We just chopped respecting this BISI. Same thing on ES. We have formed an SMT, but I want to see what news does. So let's wait for news. Why never trade before 10 a.m.? I just prefer to trade after 10 a.m. Sync interval. How do I do that? Someone tell me how to do that. Okay, let me just go to 10 a.m. Wait for it. Bang. 10 a.m. drops. So we manipulate higher. Disrespecting that idea. We had this SMT with this high. You guys see that? Yeah. So we had this SMT that we had just before 10 a.m. but we manipulate that and now we have no bearish SMT. I'll do it after. Well, let's just wait for 10. Let's wait for news to drop. Okay, news dropped. At this point, there's nothing to work with, right? So we just swept this high, but we filled this BISI. So I want to see on the lower time frame what price wants to show me, and then we can target this high on ES. I want to see on the lower time frame if we're going to respect this BISI, right? So let's just wait for these candles to print. Nothing much just yet. We're watching this candle. Nice bullish close. Nothing much just yet. For now, we look more bullish than bearish. We haven't got anything just yet. Very nice rebalanced candle here. But I want to wait for this candle to close. Okay, nothing much just yet again. We're trying to come lower, but we still have nothing much just yet. We're chopping. So we've now displaced above this high, but let's see how we close. So right now I'm sure everyone has the same thought process as me, right? So we have this 15-minute BISI, and there's nothing much other than this 1 hour opening, and I guess all-time high, but there's that draw over there. But right now I want to see what price wants to show me here, because, okay, well now I think this taps CE. Okay, barely tapped it. Okay, we have this BISI now on ES. Nothing on Q. She does a BISI there. Tiny BISI. Nothing much. It's straight chops. If it's straight chops, then I'm not gonna enter. Yeah, it's now 10:08. Okay. So there's nothing here to be honest. Nothing in macro as well. 10 a.m. news drops, nothing after either. So you could take a day off here if you want. But I'll wait till 10:15 see if there's anything, just in case. Okay, so now we've just displaced lower. We kind of set these lows. We haven't on an ES. Okay, macro is us. This is us. Next day, we're not going to force any setups. We're going to make this as realistic as possible. Yeah. Thursday, bank holiday. So we go to the next day. Bank holiday. Thursday's bank holiday. We go to the next day. Friday, we have NFP. So Friday's NFP day. We have NFP, which this is Thursday. So let me go to Friday. Oops, one button. Okay, there's NFP candle right there. Bang. Okay. Bit of a bad NFP candle in my opinion. Nothing much, but we have filled this 4 hour busy. And let's just scroll down from the 4 hour and etc. So we have 4 hour busy fill. Very nice. Is that an SMT on the 4 hour? Yes. Okay, this looks really good by the way. This looks really good. We have this 4 hour SMT. You guys see that? 4 hour SMT. And we filled busies and we're up here. And we have 30 minutes left. What are the chances that price dumps? I mean, it's only 70 points. And then 1 hour as well, pretty similar story. We have an SMT and we filled this 4 hour busy. So it's very, very nice so far. News dropped, came lower and closed up there. And now we are just wicking within that news range. So that 4 SMT, I'm going to keep that in mind. We have no other news other than that NFP. So let's wait for macro. So let's wait for macro. We did place higher market open. We come up. ES not moving as much, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We wait. Busy holding, but right now it's too early. Busy holding. Nice. Okay, we have a PXH. Clearly, this is a target right here. Now, I want to target this high before macro opens and we can enter longs, but we're edging it. We've edged it. So no SMT just yet. In this 5 minute busy plus PXH. Now, it is permissible to enter just before the macro because of 8:30 news, right? So I don't know if someone's told you guys this, but sometimes like maximum up to 5 minutes, you can enter before macro because of 8:30 news. It drives price to be faster. So I'm going to consider it, but I'm not going to force anything. Let's see how this next candle opens. Okay, going high on ES. Still respecting this PXH plus BC. The 5 minute rebalance. Let's see how this candle closes. Bang. What do you guys see there? Yeah, longs. 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 TS BC. Nice. So our final confirmation now, just 10 more seconds left. Let's see how this candle closes. Pretty good. So if you do want to enter longs, you have quite a small stop loss. Right? It'll be 10 pips. 10 pips, 10 points. We have no rebalance on ES other than those 1 minute candles. So let's just go for it. It's a small loss if you do hit stop loss, and it's fine if you hit stop loss. But I think this entry is nice as candles close, rebalance, manipulation within the BISI. You target this high for now, right? So I'll close, actually I'll set TP. You do target this high for now, but you can target more if price displaces through the high nicely. At this point in time, right, you want to see how price reacts of taking out that high. Okay, so that's our 10 point stop. Okay, let's see how price moves. If we get stopped, we get stopped. It's not a problem. Cool. Stop loss. Let's see how price moves after. Stop loss. We edge that high. Come right back down. Okay. So that's pretty much cool, yeah. So obviously, yeah, no displacement, no displacement. Yeah, you're right. So, okay, so now I've proven that premium entry just won't work, even if it's 8:30. So we'll take one more entry. We'll take one more entry. Okay, displacement lower, rebalanced. We have the SIBI here. Let's see how price closes. Could long here. We could long here. Stops there. But I already took my trade. But I just want to see if this holds. Okay, it's holding. So I've taken my trade. I'm gonna be as perfect as possible. So that's the trade that was valid. So this is pre-macro, yeah. So don't take this. What I just did there. Do not take it. Because there was no displacement. You guys are correct. This is the entry you want to take. My stop was valid. There's a target, yeah. You guys see that? That's the right trade. So that was a pre-macro trade. I just wanted to test it as well. Yeah, but I'm not taking this because it's cheating. I took that entry. The stats been minus 400, but just to prove to you guys, we'll displace high as well. Yeah, that's fine. Next day, we found that loss, but the entry was there, and everyone should trade it in the macro, even if there's 8:30 news, especially if it's NFP. So now back on the Monday, No news Monday, which is fine. I'm gonna make this as efficient as possible so you guys can also jump on and backtest because that's one of the most important ones because obviously you guys know how backtesting works, but then you want to see how if you're backtesting correctly, right? So right now all-time highs, NFP day was moving nice and bullish. So that's what's price done, very big. So at this day, my probability is very low because we displaced a lot on Friday. So whenever price moves a lot on one day, the next day is usually low probability unless there's a big news event like tariffs or etc. Yeah, so no news on Monday. Let's wait for market open and then see what price does. So we do have an SM, no, we don't. Okay, so we just ran all-time highs. So at this point, we're just technically bullish, right? There's a 1 hour BISI down there, and we're just slowly chopping higher. So I'm not going to force anything just yet. Just displacement higher, which is very nice to see. So this is buy and price action. So market opens, we displace lower, come up. SMT on like the 5 minute. You guys can see that with this low here. Pretty of a weird SMT, but it is an SMT. So let's see how price reacts off of that. Very nice bullish upwards candle. Okay, back down again. Manipulation. Wait for macro open. Let's go to macro open. It's easier. We're at 35. Let me go in 1 minute. So there's a SIBI there on 1 minute. PXL. Okay, but we wait for macro open. That is 40. So that's a 5 minute candle. At this point, we set this low, but the draw could be lower because we did pearl soup these highs. So and we just suspect the SIBI. So this is my bias right now. So we have the SIBI disrespected so far, and we have this towel soup, but it doesn't mean we're bearish just yet. We need to let price on the lower time frame confirm that. So let's just wait. Okay, 42, we have a little manipulation there. This is like today, very similar to today where we just displaced lower, we accumulated and manipulated, but not ranging or not displacing. So you could anticipate continuation there after internal manipulation. We have an SMT there as well. Actually, no, it's not. It's not. Okay, so wait, that is 43, 44, and then 45. Okay, 45's dropped there. 45 means a new 5, a new 15 as well. At this point, you're kind of like, okay, I need some more price because now we're back in that BISI again on the 1 hour. And we have displaced through this, not displaced, but slowly chopped upwards within the SIBI. And ES bullish. So right now we're just uncorrelating. So let's just see what price does. Do we displace lower? Okay, nothing just yet. Now I have my eye on this SIBI here. Okay, we have a little turtle soup and we have an SMT now. You guys see that SMT? And turtle soup. So at this point, we're not displacing higher, but we're not displacing lower, but we are forming like a bearish algorithmic signature to come lower. So we have to keep that in mind. So all we need left is displacement. There's our displacement. Nothing much just yet. Okay. Okay, now we've just rebalanced within this area and came higher. So we're in the SIBI still. I want to see a SIBI inverse. Sorry, yeah, SIBI inverse if I want to go long. Okay. Nice SIBI inverse, 10 seconds left. Displacement higher. Okay. Now above this high, disrespecting the SMT. Let's wait. Okay. We've not taken it as high. So you could enter off displacement here. You could do that. I'm going to wait for a rebalance. No rush. So let's see how PXH holds. Okay, we're in this BISI now. Are we going to displace through this BISI? Let's mark out CE as well. Make this as accurate as possible. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how price. That's CE right there, met. Working within it. ES trying to come lower. Okay, CE is disrespected. Now at this point, what do you guys think? Right, it's bearish. We tail sweep that high, manipulated. We look bearish, but wait one more candle. Okay, that's full confirmation. Price is now displaced within the BISI. Let's see how it closes. Okay, now I want to anticipate shorts very soon. That looks very nice. Do you guys agree with shorts right now? Yeah, floods incoming. Yep. 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 What do you guys think? Yep. Yep. Cool, cool, cool. So everyone's seeing what I'm seeing as well. That's good. So we could short right now. Stop loss. This is a bit too big. I want to see how many points this is. Also, shorts is very good right now because we've displaced through this little PXH. Oh, it's not too bad actually. It's only 18 points. So Monday, little slower price action. So target your next draw. There, you could target this. But the reason why I can feel like I can target more is because there's a lot of liquidity down there. So let's let price move, let it rebalance, let price move. So we are still in this range. We may get hit other displacement. Bang. Yeah, that's too many risk. Nice thing there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this as legit as possible. I'm gonna troll right there, and if price wants to displace lower to these lows for at least some 30 points, because that's what you want, right? 30 points. So if price hits my troll, it's fine. Okay, troll hit, that's fine. Yeah, but let's see if price goes lower. See, this is why you target your next low. You don't want to do with this. Yeah, you do not want to do with this. Monday, low prob. I took my 30 points. You guys saw that? I took my 30, not 30 points. I took my internal liquidity TP, which was here. So I did close here. But for me to at least have base for price, maybe it will go lower and we can catch like another 10, 15 points. You just try your stop loss. Make your life simple. If you hit stop loss, you make money. If it doesn't hit stop loss, you make more money. So simple as that. And I guess my trade idea is still valid here. I'm going 1 minute, so it's quick for you guys to see. So yeah, just accumulation. But eventually price goes lower. But that's just so long to do it on a Monday, especially. So anyways, my thought process was, right, we manipulate it down, market opens, we have this BSC, sorry, SIBI and SIBI. So we saw disrespect of both of them, we anticipated longs. I waited for a rebalance. If when you enter off displacement here, you're gonna have to target this high. There's nothing else to target. So I waited, we didn't get anything within this BSC. So I can tell this was manipulation, total soup off this high here, right? Total soup on the 5 and the 15. Yeah. We came lower, disrespected the CV, closed below CE of the wick. So entered there, stops, valid target, and you could have targeted more, but you have to go through some depression. But other than that, very good Monday for now. Very good Monday, actually. We just caught nice 26 points. So that's perfect for a Monday, you know, aligned, perfect. Nothing bad to say about it, yeah? Next day, next day. Told you guys, I'm not messing about. That first trade was stupid. Other than that, we're cooking. It says Fed Chair Powell testifies at 10 a.m. I'm going to read what it says just in case it's a bit. He's testifying about the monetary policy report before. Okay, so this could be a bit bad. So I'm just gonna watch price and not trade. But if I see a setup, I see a setup. How Powell is speaking, so let's not force a setup. But if I see something, I see something. Because we skipped a couple of days already because of bank holidays, Powell news and stuff like that. So we're ranging right now. So I guess Powell has an effect right now. So let's wait for market open and see what happens. Loss of displacement. We're moving higher. And we've got 1 minute here as well. Yeah, so we're just accumulating right now. Accumulating. You guys see that accumulation? So at this point, if you want to take a good trade, you have to see displacement or above or below this accumulation so you can take some trades. Let's just see what price shows me at macro. Okay, 42, 43, 44, and okay, so at 44, yes, we've taken up these highs in ES. We're very, very slow in ES as well. But we have this BC form, BC disrespect, then CB disrespect. So we're just accumulating. But this looks pretty good for some longs right now. But I'm gonna wait because Powell speaks at 10, and also I'm gonna be in and out of trade. So this kind of looks nice for longs right now, right? Because we disrespect this CB, came lower, just basically manipulated. But I want to see how this candle closes. Nice rebalance candle. You could, you could, you could do this. It's very early though. It is very early. It is very early. So you could have a 10-point stop. So notice if I take early trades, my stop losses will be small or riskless just because I'm willing to accept the risk, and if the trade plays out, it's easier. But at this point, right, we have 10 seconds left for this candle to close. We've rebalanced perfectly within the SIBI, right? This wick. Stop loss below here just in case this candle closes a bit iffy. But I consider shorts. What do you guys think? Trade before 10 a.m. Look before. Exactly. You could trade before, but you have to close before 10 a.m. And look before if you want to trade after 10 a.m. What's my roommate? It's like 65, 70. I'm trying to push it to 80, 90 and target less points. Nice longs, nice longs. We're not supposed to trade power yet, but this is back testing. So I'm on actual day. You're not taking a trade like that. You're not taking a trade, but we've missed a lot of days already. It's already the 9th. It's already the 9th. So So I'm going to take these longs here. If it hits stop loss, it is stop loss. That's why I say to myself every single time I enter a trade, by the way. Just so I can accept the risk and I don't adjust stop loss, etc. Okay. Bang, stop loss hit. Cool. Power day. Power day. Let's see what price does. Okay, so longs were valid eventually. Yeah, power day. Makes sense not to trade. Yeah? Power day. Just telling you guys as well. I'm just entering so you guys know power days are horrible to trade on. I mean, there's a sell set up here, but let's see if that even holds. No, it doesn't hold. See, accumulation. Yeah? Power day, no trades. Thought about longs at 9.55. Uh, yeah, you could. But then what are you targeting? This internal high is the only thing you can target. Yeah? So yeah, power day, you guys can see what the macro did. Nothing. So this is just to show you guys how strong news really is, especially when Powell speaks. Just don't bother even looking at charts. But I'm just backtesting just in case something shows up. But it's also because I'm trying to trade every day on backtesting to get as much accurate stats as possible. So we have Powell speaking again. Oh, this month is horrible, bro. He's speaking again, so I'm just gonna skip it. He's speaking again at the exact same time, 10 a.m. He's speaking at 10 a.m. But we're actually moving now. Let's see what 10 a.m. does. I mean, there's a setup here, but he's speaking. He's speaking. I'm not gonna bother now. I'm not gonna bother. He's speaking. Thursday, CPI, and that's it. Okay, so we have CPI on Thursday. Oops, wrong chart. CPI on Thursday. That CPI candle, cool. Now we're looking. Now we should displace, right? So we've had Powell speak both days. It's kind of long to deal with, but this is what it is. So now, what do we see? We're in a very nice bullish trend. We're hitting all-time high PA right now. It's Biden. We total sweep this high. Doesn't mean we're bearish just yet, but we have closed very nicely because of CPI candle. So if we are truly bearish, we'd expect to rebalance within here. Because we haven't actually tapped this BIS yet, by the way. On both pairs, I'm pretty sure. On ES we have, NQ we didn't. So I'm going to consider that as an SMT for now, but I'm not going to worry that. So let's wait for market to open and then see what price shows us. Yeah. So yeah, power days don't trade. And yeah, that's why it's also, this looks pretty nice for bearish, right? So we've completely disrespected this CPI candle and we're going to flood towards at least these equal lows here. Very nice target. So when you see relative equal lows, when you see a BISI disrespect or SIBI disrespect for obviously relative equal highs, you know you're pretty bearish. So let's just wait for price to show that. So market opens now already. Let's see if it displays low and completely take out those lows, or we chop around for macro to do it for us, which would be nice to see. Okay, so now it's 40. We're clearly going lower to those lows. And those lows, okay, so that's pretty nice to see, right? Those lows got smacked. We have now formed an SMT with this wick, and we also took out a drawn liquidity. So that's pretty nice to see right now. So we could flip. We could flip. So let's just see what the 5 minute tells me, because now the 5 minute, I want to see how this 5 minute closes. It closes in 1 minute. Macro opens now. Bang. Okay. What do we see? Let's make this as clear as possible. Our draw got hit already. Right? So our draw got hit. Look at this hourly candle. We have 15 minutes left, which is a long time. But this hourly candle filled the 4 hour BISI by like 2 points. But the main point is the equal loss got taken out, and now we're rejecting it very, very strongly, and also an SMT with this wick here, right? So we have a high time from SMT, right? We also completely closed above. We disrespect this CB and ultimately this PXL as well. So I want to see a rebalance within here. Price showing me that we're going to go higher, entering and targeting just over 30 points. So let's see how this candle closes. Okay, so there we go. That's a nice rebalance candle. There is no SMT for sales. Do not pattern trade that. There is no SMT for sales unless we displace through this BISI, and then we can consider that as an SMT. Very nice rebalance candle. Now I mean you could enter longs and then have a very large stop loss though. That's not even too bad actually. It's only 27 points. What do you guys think? Is it loading? Why is stop loss there? Wait a little longer. Why is stop loss there? Just in case price um rebalances within this BISI. But I can see this as rebalance because of this as well. I'll wait a little longer, why not? But if we displace higher, we displace higher. Okay, let's just wait. Nothing just yet. We've now tapped the Bissy. Okay, didn't take anything. Bissy's tapped. Bissy's tapped on both. And okay, now this is very important, right? So are we truly bearish or are we truly bullish? This Bissy will tell us that. We've closed below this Bissy. Wait one more candle. Wait one more candle. Okay, at this point, so we've taken out this draw. Okay, this I like this. I like this a lot. We've taken out the equal lows and we've come right back down again, disrespecting this Bissy, and I believe this is a nice turtle sweep as well. Yeah. So shorts right now is clean. Bias has flipped. Shorts right now is clean. This is a massive stop. This is a decent stop. We have 20 seconds left. Nice rebalance candle. Now that draw has been hit. So your next draw, I guess you could target this, or you could just target CE of that 1 hour Bissy. Sorry, Civi. So let's just see what price does. Oh, I forgot to enter bumble clock. Let's see what price does. I forgot to enter, which is actually so annoying. But yeah, you guys see that? Could you have not wait for PXL? What does the family look like? One sec, I'll show you. Family looks like that. So what the family did, we took out those equal lows and we tried to go higher, but the Bissy got disrespected, rebalanced. Very nice and textbook entry lower. 30 points. 1 hour CE of the 1 hour Bissy. Why people, 50 people, you know, who cares, bro? Let's all lock in for ourselves. Um, wouldn't the stop be below the candle wick of Bissy? Stop be below candle wick of Bissy. Here? Or here? Now, what do you mean? Bissy or Sibi? If you mean Sibi, if you're entering longs, you'll put it there, yes, of course, but you got to stop that anyways, because the shorts is the right bias. And unfortunately, I did not enter the trades. I want to enter shorts. Okay, there's our PXR. Let me just hope this short setup works. No, you don't want to work. I need it for the stats. Please work. Please work. Please work. Thank you. Give me 30 points, please. Okay, there you go. Is that 30? Yeah, that's perfect 30. Okay, that's done. So if we respect to PXL, right? But obviously when you want to enter on PXL, you have to wait for price to show you that obviously this disrespect of Bissy rebalance discount was perfect for more entries lower. Yeah? Where were the stops there for that entry of PXL? So for this PXL entry, obviously it's the blue line I marked out. You would wait for the Sibi to get tapped. You would wait for displacement and you would wait for this specific Bissy right here. So I'm gonna go through this trade very, very well here so you guys understand what I'm talking about. This specific Bissy needs to get inverse in order for this PXL and Sibi to be respected. We never got that, so you wait. Price displaced higher, manipulating the bias to get in. We formed this Bissy. We're still in the PXL range, by the way. We're still in this, like, look, this PXL range is still valid. We're still in this PXL range. We displace higher. We come lower in this Bissy. Yes, we form displacement here. You're now anticipating longs, but let's wait for this one next candle. See if this candle rebalances lower to go higher. We never got that. We closed bearish. This candle closed bearish. This candle now fully disrespected this Sibi. So as soon as you see that, you would enter, bang, your starts above this wick or this wick just to make sure, and you would target this low and lower because you know that's the low you formed already at market opens during macro. So you would want to go lower, target lower, and trail as price moves. Yeah. So this is gonna melt now. Yeah. This is gonna completely flood. Yeah, see that? Very nice short day. Very, very nice short day for Thursday. Any questions for that day? Do you pay attention or care for high time frame bias? Yes, because high time frame bias creates moves like these. Lower time frame bias creates moves like these. So the higher time frame, the more easier. So we took out those equal lows and didn't go higher. So the bearish bias stayed. Why didn't you wait to enter after the Sibi disrespect? For longs, the reason why I didn't enter after Sibi disrespect. So let's say you're at this moment in time, right? We took out those equal lows. We'd maybe manipulate one more time. We've then disrespected the Sibi, right? So we disrespect the Sibi here. Now at this point, I want to see this Bissy respect. So we weaken once, close above there. But it's not enough for me personally. I want to see this next candle showing me that by rebalancing a bit low and going higher, then I can enter off displacement, targeting these highs. But this next candle completely flooded lower, ultimately disrespecting the whole Bissy, closing right below it. So anyone that bought there stopped out. And plus, this is not enough buy structure to go higher. We haven't tapped into anything. It's ultimately we're bearish. There's not these candles are not enough to go higher. Same as this one. We need more than that. So we waited and we never got this placement to go higher for longs. We then fully disrespected this BISI again here, and this is a nice rebalance wick within the BISI, within the PXL to target lower. Is there an SMT up here? Just want to make sure. Oh yeah, kind of, guys. There is an SMT here technically, right? This wick, sorry, this wick and that wick. It's a bit of a weird one, but it is an SMT. And keep an eye on ES as well, right? So we're not displacing off this BISI that we formed here as well, completely melted after. But the initial shorts was here, of this candle here, because we disrespect this BISI. It's ultimately the same model. Disrespect BISI, rebalance within that inverse BISI, and also you can check how accurate this is. Look at that CB touch as well. Yeah, stops here above. So entry there, stops above there. Target your 30 points, whatever. And then same idea again. Disrespect BISI, manipulation, come lower, rebalance again. Same idea, right? It's just forming lower highs and lower lows and lower lows and then lower highs, etc. Right? So that's what price is ultimately doing. And you could target a lot of points, but obviously we're not doing that. We're staying as accurate as possible. Yeah. Any more questions? No retracement exactly. Yeah, you meant BISI. Why didn't you wait after BISI disrespect? Why didn't you wait after BISI disrespect? Because I wanted displacement. You could enter here if you want, but that's like almost perfect. You want to wait for that rebalance within that BISI disrespect to enter. Yeah. Can we move to the next day? Cool, cool, cool. I just want to clarify. I just want to clarify. If anyone's confused, ask me away. Yeah. Okay. So now we're back onto the next day. It's now Friday. We have 10 a.m. news, and we also had what 8:30 news, which was PPI. So that's PPI. Very nice and strong actually. So that's the Thursday we just traded, by the way. That's the Thursday we just traded. This is the Thursday we just traded. These are the equal lows we formed that we swept. These are the equal lows. Look how much price dropped. That's shocking. 500 point move. Yeah. So at this point, I'm anticipating this day to be slower because we just dumped 500 points, right? So we now forward. We basically want to go lower. We basically want to go lower, but I'm going to only target 15 point and 15. What's the word? 30 points. But let's wait for 10 a.m. news. That's what we have. 10 a.m. news. I'm going 1 minute. 10 a.m. news. So that's macro right there. 10 a.m. news. 3, 2, 1. Bang. No, that's not 10 a.m. news. Sorry. 10 a.m. news is so we're displacing higher. But I want to see 10 a.m. news drop. That's 10 a.m. news. Okay. So at this point, I wait for 10 a.m. news, right? Yes, we are displacing high, and there's a setup before 10 a.m. news. The setup before 10 a.m. news, really and truly, after this Stibby disrespect and micro open, you can enter off PXL, which is here, and then you target that. But I wait for 10 a.m. news. So let's pretend you waited for 10 a.m. news, right? Let's see what price wants to do. This is 10 a.m. news dropping, so you wanted to catch an entry after. Just in case you always wait for 10 a.m. news, and you're a person that does that, let's try to catch a trade after 10 a.m. news, yeah? So right now, at this point, I want to rebalance to go higher. So the draw is clearly higher. I want this 5 minute maybe, or this 15 minute to rebalance and we can go higher. But let's see what price shows me. It's not enough for bearish signals right now. We have this BISI, very tiny BISI, but it's not enough for me personally. That shows you that as well. So now we're coming lower. Nothing much just yet. Okay. We've not filled this BISI. We're not on NQ. Do you want to go higher now? Okay, ES, Sibi disrespect. Is NQ going to do the same? Yes. Okay. Do you guys think longs here is good? I think it's very good. Why? 5 minute rebalance when this PXH. ES, Sibi disrespect. Rebalance going higher. NQ, respecting this general range here. You could enter longs here and have a stop there. Do you guys agree? Why not anticipate rebalance of the range? The reason why I'm not anticipating rebalance of the range is because we displaced so high up. We've displaced so high up. I'm anticipating more displacement to go higher. Generally, and that's what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating this high to get met, but that's too much target, obviously. You're saying someone said wait for more displacement. Wait for strong displacement. Do you wait for 10 a.m. Okay, I still think premature, especially on Monday low prob. Just because of that, yeah. So the reason why I'm not anticipating price to come lower is because of what price is showing me. Look what price is showing me on ES. There's no reason for us to come lower, especially after that 5 minute rebalance wick. So I'm gonna go for it. We'll see how it plays out. Yeah. It's okay if you get stopped. It's okay if you get stopped. Let's see what price does. Okay, there we go. Okay, at this point now we're displacing very nicely higher. What do these wicks tell me? Very, very, very important here. What do these wicks tell me? These wicks here, what do these tell me? We're trying to come lower, especially after sweeping this high, but we don't. We displace higher. So I'm anticipating price to go higher. If you want to close at this high, you go ahead. But at this point, I think we go higher. Okay, wait, that's manipulation. Let's see what price does. Okay, now at this point, let's see if price holds. We'll hit the stop loss now. That looks like the lowest target. So how much points did price move in order for us to come down? Why does it always edge 30 points? So I'm not counting that as a win. Let me undo 1 sec. Let me see if this gets stopped. Oh, we're not getting stopped just yet. Okay, now we are. Oh, no, we're not. No, we are. Okay, stop. The entry was valid. The entry was valid. Why? Because we had that busy disrespect. So you say we disrespect, you enter. I guess just target 30 points because at the end of the day, there's no random actual target. We filled this one RCB. But the entry was valid. Valid entry. But I held for too long. It's fine. There's a manipulation for us to go higher eventually. It's pretty nice. Entry was valid, but obviously 45 was much nicer. We had 10 a.m. news, so we waited for that. There's price there. I guess target this 10 a.m. high and then also just 30 points, which was, it was barely 30 points, but it's fine. You could break even or hit stop loss is fine. On to the next. No problemo. Next day, it's now Monday again. Um, Powell speaks at, what time is that? Like 6:30? Sorry, not 6:30, 2:30. Powell speaks at 2:30. That's fine. Okay. This is the Powell, this is the Thursday dumps. We've come higher, which my bias was right on Friday, but it's cool. Monday's now dropped, low probability Monday. Okay, new rule. On Fridays and Mondays, we're going to target 30 points. Makes sense. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. So we have no news, so that's good. Let's wait for market to open. So market opens. Nothing much just yet. Okay, this looks good to go higher, right? 1 hour busy respect. Let the market open, tell you when it wants to do. Sibi disrespect on ES. This is clearly a draw. I want to see price close above this high for PXH. Or even this high, which it has already, and it's now currently 40. So let's watch this 5 minute candle. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, that's mad. Okay, nothing just yet. Okay, it's very manipulative. And then 5. Okay, what have we done? We followed that 4 hour Sibi. We're trying to come lower now. So the 15 minutes completely flipped, which is crazy. Now, when you see this 15 minute, you're obviously not bearish, right? There's no reason to be bullish. Yes, we have an SMT here, but it's not enough for me. It's not one way for rebalance. And if I target, I'll target like these equal lows maybe. But for now, I want to see what price does. This is a very strong Monday because we just pumped out of nowhere. Bumped, sorry, like strong amount of points. Let's see what price shows me. Okay, we in the Sibi, we touched it. We're respecting the Sibi. Let's see how this candle closes though. Very bearish. Okay, now we manipulate this internal low. Let's see how price closes. Okay, back up again. Very, very strong. Okay, now we disrespect the Sibi. Okay, this is very strong. This is very, very strong. This is very strong, right? You see this 15-minute candle close like that, you're anticipating bearish bias, but maybe it's just a retest of the 1 hour. Now we go higher. So you just have to wait. I want to see price displays through this Sibi strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this fib like that. I want to see price come to CE at least. There's CE, very nice tap on CE. Let's see what price does at CE. Okay, we're respecting CE for now. This candle's important. So we're at CE right now, but this candle's important. Do we actually want to respect this fair value gap and come lower, or are we going to respect this fair value gap, come lower, but then rebalance to go high again? Two options right now. Okay, now Sibi's there. We look like we're gonna come lower. Very nice for bearishness. Very nice for shorts. Very, very nice for shorts. Could do something like that. What do you guys think? Go on, bro. Valid, valid, no. What are we targeting? It's a Monday, 30 points. You could target you could target this low. So whenever you want to look at targets, you have to go on 15, right? We want to go on the hourly. So this could backfire on me after it takes out this low, but I'm willing to take it because the hourly is still bullish, right? The hourly is still bullish, but the lower time frame is telling me we're bearish. Disrespect this BISI, sorry. Let's see what price does. See? I knew it. I knew it. Cool. So the hourly, so the reason why we got stopped out here, right? It was actually a pretty good entry as well, right? We had C respect, Sibi disrespect, candle closure here. You can enter right there and try post up there, but you got stopped out, so it's okay. No reason not to get stopped out. So the reason why I believe is because it's hourly. The hourly time frame is just bullish. The 4 hour is also bullish. We have a 4 hour BISI. So yeah, whoever said what we're targeting though, you're correct. That's fine. So let's see how this candle closes. We can look for re-entry. It's fine. Okay, there's a BISI tap. Very nice candle closure. Now we can anticipate higher price. So you're allowed to re-enter again. It's not a problem. Only if you risked enough. So at this point, this is a massive stop. So I'm gonna go here. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible, like as realistic as possible, because um we don't want to risk too much either. Like let's say on an eval. So this looks nice, right? BISI respect. See what price does. Accumulating very well. Damn, accumulation, bro. 2 losses. Oh, my stop loss was incorrect as well, to be honest. Manipulation law. But hey, who cares? Okay. Long bias was correct. My stops was incorrect. My stops are supposed to be there. Not there. Not here. My stops are supposed to be there. Bro, I need to lock in, bro. I actually need to lock in, bro. Nah, ban this. Let me actually lock in. This is actually poor from me. This is very poor from me. I'm supposed to tell you guys what you're supposed to do, and I'm not doing it correctly. Because the reason I'm doing it is because it's 2 minis, and 2 minis, big stop is bad. Long was correct, short was incorrect. I'm locking in, boys. I'm locking in. You guys know me. First half of the month is bad, second half of the month is good. Yeah? I'm actually locking in now. Not messing about. Cool, 8:30 news. Cool, that's fine. Let's lock in. I'm actually gonna, nah, let's actually lock in. So we've taken out that high. Cool. Taken out that high. We've now total souped these highs. We have a slight SMT with this wick and this wick, but that makes no sense. Very, very hard price to deal with as well. No news, 8:30 news drops. We have a massive wick down there. That's fine. Market opens. There's 45. We've come up. We've come up. We haven't done much other than touch. We haven't touched C of this either. ES looks pretty bullish compared to NQ. Nothing much just yet, so I'm going to wait. At this point, we're waiting. We do look like we want to come lower. So macro has opened. Let's see what price does on this next candle. Expecting displacement lower. Yep. Okay, never mind. Coming higher now. We've just taken out these lows and this SMT there. This next candle should be bullish if it's correct. Okay, not yet. Very, very uncorrelated right now. You guys can see that, right? Very uncorrelated. So let's just wait. Okay, now we've displaced lower. This is a nice initial PXL, but I'm waiting. Okay. Come into that SIBI now. Let's watch the SIBI. SMT here as well. Let's watch the SIBI. SIBI hold in. Oh, this is very strong, bro. This is actually so strong. Yeah, it's very strong. At this point, I want to enter shorts. I want to see what price does. I want to see what price does. Nothing just yet. Nothing just yet. Okay, we want to go high on ES. We want to go low on NQ. We've touched CE of the PPI wick very nicely there as well. You guys see that CE is there attached. So whenever you see large wicks like that, see what CE does. See what CE does. Yeah. So now we're anticipating price to displace above that CB, but let's see how this candle closes. Okay, now CB disrespect. This is accumulation right now. Damn, I hate when the candle does that. It opens down there when it's supposed to open here. So now we target lower price, but we missed the entry. Okay, now we've done that. Okay. After BISI disrespect, entry was here, but when we opened the next candle, it opened and it was down there. So that's just annoying. Now currently it's almost 10 a.m. now. So we missed the first entry. We missed the entry. We've now taken out news low. We want to go lower. Target this low. Let's see how this candle closes. Yeah, I need to go in 1 sec. It's actually so annoying. I have to go in 1 second, guys, because we missed two entries now. This one, because whenever I press next candle, it opens here, and this one, I was literally going to enter right there, but it opens down there. How'd you expect me to enter those trades? No, at this point, we missed the entry. We missed the entry. Yeah. So entry was here. But when I opened the next candle, you guys saw it completely came down here. Entry was supposed to be as soon as we displaced through this BISI, that here would be nice as well. But then when I pressed the next candle, it was down there. It was so annoying. It's supposed to open and actually show you where price wants to go. So we've missed the entries, which is fine. But that's optimal entry, right? I'll go through it just in case you guys are confused. So we haven't got much on the high time frame, so low time frame is going to tell us what we're going to do. So we came up, the market opens, we respect C of this wick, try to displace higher, respected this CB eventually, disrespect this BISI. We're just using imbalances and we came lower. Entry here was fine, entry here was fine as well, because that's displacement of this PXL, and you can target at 30 points. So I'm going to go on the 1 sec as soon as price shows me, instead of going on the 10 second, because that's going to make my life easier. That's fine though. Next day. Okay, news. Wednesday we have nothing. Nothing. Okay, nothing. Cool. 4 hour again. This place nice and bearish, taking out that low. So this SMT has held, this high time frame one. Very nice SMT now. Yeah, so we're very bearish now. So now I'm expecting more lower price and we could target this low here. So I'm gonna draw this out now. So you guys understand my high time frame analysis, right? The high time frame is easy. It's the lower time frame that's difficult. Because you can get stopped out very easily. 45 is very close to the DRL of 45. 45 is very close to DRL. Like it's very, very close. At this point, we're probably going to smack that. So we came in 5 minute, rebalanced into PXL and came lower, but it's too early. This is too early. 41 is too early. 43, 44 is too early, in my opinion. Let's just wait for this next candle to open. Let's see if we take out that low. We've edged it, which is crazy. Okay, so we've edged that low. I'm expecting that low to get taken out, but if we rebalance higher, that'll be great. Okay. Let me double check if we've taken out that low or not. Yeah, we have not taken out that low. We have not taken out that low. That's good. So price has given us a chance to get in. We've edged it by like 2 points. Price has given us a chance to get in. So I want to see a 5 minute rebalance and then we can go lower. ES is remaining bullish, but we still can be bearish, right? Price has given us a chance to get in. But it depends on how high price wants to go. Okay, so we came up here. Tapped an order block, nothing much. Okay, next candle opens here. Nothing much again. We have this 15-minute gap, but that's at 10 a.m. Okay, nothing much. We're going higher now after edging it. So at this point, I expect some internal manipulation. So ES take out this high maybe. And we can form an SMT with this high. That'll be good. I want to see ES take out that high. Okay, displacement lower now. Nothing much. I think 5 second may be more easier. Nothing much. Okay, we are manipulating a lot within this wick, so we are going to eventually melt. Yeah, there is. So me personally, no entries yet, right? So macro's opened here. Sorry, here. We're very close to a drawn liquidity. ES is accumulating and we look very bullish on ES. So I think the price may take out this low and go higher. We're accumulating a lot, wow. Okay, now we're displaced higher. ES going really high. Okay, we've tail sweep this high here. You guys can see that. We've now formed SMT. It's not enough for me just yet though. Fit into shorts here. So someone says short. No manip. There is manip. Manip is right here. Manip is here. Manip is here. Manip is there. The 15 minutes rebalance within that SIBI that we saw earlier as well. Anticipate this BISI. So yeah, this BISI not to hold. You could short now, but it's very, very risky in my opinion. when he said it wasn't, there wasn't. Oh, it's cool. Wait, big sum is no displacement G. Yeah, cool. The reason why I think this could work is because the low is so close. But let's see what price does. Yeah, basically was good. The basic idea was good. Okay, now what do you think now? At this point, this BISI is not holding. This BISI is not holding. We've had internal manipulation. Candle close very, very bearish. This is the retrace. You could bang shorts right now. Stops above manipulation wick. I'm making that clear now after this after the day before mistake. I'm sure you guys agree with this short. Now the problem is the drawn liquidity is very, very close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trail stop loss as soon as price hits here. So this is very obviously let's see what price does though. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, wait for it. Okay, price hit right there. Okay, price hit right there for 18 points. You could close. You could close. Now I'm gonna go on the high time frame, right? So this 10 a.m. just dropped as well, so it's kind of important. How's that low being taken out? Yes, for us to consider that a non-SMT. Where is it? It's not even hovering on it. What time is that? Wait, that's so far away. Why is that there? Okay, that's bugging out, bro. There's no way. Is that the same low? That makes no sense. Wow. Okay, I'm bearish then. I think this continues to go lower because that's so far away for ES. What the flip? That is so far away. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay, so let's get 30 points. Bang. Though, obviously, now I'm gonna say this carefully, right? I don't want you guys to like adapt to it. We've just started displacing. It's only been two candles. We've now disrespected the sweep in the low and reversing. We could just do this, right? And just let price make as much money as you want for you. So just let it move and let it move. Okay, I don't know how I thought we got hit. It didn't even get hit, bro. It didn't even get hit. I don't know why I got hit. It didn't even get hit, but it's cool. It is what it is. We were supposed to make more money there, but it's cool. You guys see that? Oh yeah, it is risky. Yeah. So you just have to. What's the word? Yeah, I don't know how SL hit. You just have to read what the context is. Troll hit stop. It's fine, even though that was weird. Even though I trolled more, like that's so weird. It's cool though. So I'll go through this one more time. Internal manip, busy disrespect, enter stops about manipulation. Textbook, 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 textbook. Yeah. Unfortunately, my troll somehow got hit. It is what it is. Let's go to the next day. So you guys are seeing it now, yeah? Um, it was a pretty textbook day. Continuation days are the easiest days to trade. So now this day, I don't know why it's not loading. It should load now. There you go. So this day should be Friday 19th. We traded Thursday just now, right? Wednesday. We just skipped a day. That's so annoying. Okay, we skipped a day. Friday it is no news. So low probability Friday like always. Yeah, we just skipped a day. That's so jarring. We skipped this whole day. We could have put shorts here as well. Here's what it is. So now at this point we're still continuations lower on the high time frame, right? We are manipulating quickly on the lower time frame. This is basically right now as well, where we kept forming those wicks, and that's why sales played out today as well eventually. So let's wait for market to open. Okay, we're now coming higher. Macro opens in 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, okay, so macros. Oh, it hasn't opened. 2 more candles. I'll do 1. Okay, macros open in 1 minute. Let's see what price is telling me. Okay, so on the 1 hour on ES, we're respecting the city, but we have came all the way down here. But we're working higher. Same idea on the 4 hour and 1 hour of NQ as well. So I'm bearish. This 15 minute looks really nice with this total super those external highs. Very similar story on ES. 5 minute, same story. 1 minute, busy disrespect. We have this based on ES. I want to wait one more candle. That's all I need right now. I think everything's aligned, but one more candle. Literally one more candle. But because I want to see this busy not hold. See both on ES and NQ. This BC got disrespected very nicely on that BC. So I'm assuming this BC is not going to hold. Because there's no fan in BC, right? There's nothing. So I'm expecting displacement lower. Yeah, expected it. This is a similar day we had a few days ago where people entered off that and then the next entry was down here and it was straight up chops. I don't know if you guys remember that day. Somewhere one more candle. We're going to displace a lot though. Okay. Okay, there's our rebalance candle. This looks nice because it's a baby PXL. So you could do something like this. I'm anticipating sells. I'm anticipating displacement. I'm anticipating price to come lower to target. This external low. What do you guys think? Asking you guys is important as well. So you guys, when you gonna come have us up and back? This when the month's end. Yeah, when the month's done. So what do you guys think of the short right now? Risky to be above. The reason why I don't think it's risky to be above is because this already rebalanced and we've displaced way lower now. So in order for price to actually be bearish, we're just going to completely displace. We're not going to come back 50 points and come lower again. Unless this was a high time frame. Unless this was a high time frame. Stop loss too tight. Okay. Did the candle close? I'm going to check now. We already rebalanced there and invite that to be exactly. Yeah. Stop loss too tight. Yeah, you could put up here if you want. But then up here is too much. That's too much. You guys have 40-point stop. I'm going to put mine there just to see if it's valid. And also, yes, the suspected order is busy. So I believe this is going to lower. We need to make some money now. The balance is still negative because I made stupid trades in the beginning, but it's cool. Let's see what happens. There's rebalance candle. Candle didn't close. Someone said that was correct. Let's see what price does. Displacement. So obviously we could have got a better entry if we wait for candle close, but it's fine. We took out this low. Has formed an SMT. Let's see if the SMT holds though. SMT may hold. Is SMT gonna hold? SMT is gonna hold. This is supposed to go higher. Okay. This got taken out, so you could close for that draw. Right here for 15 points. Now, it all depends on how you want to trade, right? It all depends on how you want to trade. This 15 looks very bearish now. Yeah, cool. So this draw got taken out. We now want to go higher, right? Because now this 1 hour CB got disrespected and it's rebalancing going higher. So the sells was correct until this draw. The shorts was correct until this draw. And now we may go higher. Disrespect busy, rebalance. Let me try it longs here as well. Or we may come lower again, actually. Okay, now I'm going to come lower again. Okay. This is a devious price action. Devious price action. Now I'm seeing shorts playing now. I'm seeing this. Wait, no candle close just yet though. That's dumb. Hold up. Yeah, no candle close. Now we're going long. Never mind. No candle close. Yeah, no candle close. Okay, so for this one, I look like a stupid trader right now. Hold up. For this one, we expect the CB ultimate entry was here, target this internal low. And now we're getting longs. What are we even getting at this point? Never mind, my short bias was right. Okay. So my bias was correct. So I have a question for you guys. Do you want me to close at the next internal low or do you want me to close at 30 points? I have a question. Low or 30 points? Because the problem is, right, that internal low when we entered was only 15 points away. That's not where we entered. We did not enter there. It did not say 30 points. Hold on, where did we enter? Yeah, we entered like here. It was like, it was not 21 points. I don't remember it was 21 points. So do you guys think low or just doesn't maybe show itself as internal lows? Yes, it does. Make more sense as higher prob. Low should get hit. You're talking more at higher probably days. The points at the lows was 20. I think it was 20. We'll go low. Well, let's not make it dumb and just target how many we want. Let's just do low. I can't lie. Let's just do low. It's gonna make more sense. Let's just do low. Let's go next day. News. I think we're back on a Monday again. This month has been quite difficult, but it's cool. Monday, no news, cool. 4 hour, Wicks, 1 hour, trying to go higher. We had this little opening gap, we are going higher to it. We have this draw up here. So I'm anticipating price being bearish, but I want to see some manipulation to the downside first. So market open very quick, displacement lower. Okay, there's manipulation to the downside, which we had there, and our price is going higher. We have a lot of bissies there. 2, 3, cool. Micro's opened. One more minute, 2 minutes. Let's just see how price moves right now, though. So we have come higher. Very nice PXH on ES. CB disrespect. We are now wicking within that CB. Macro opens now. So next 5 and 15 has formed. Very nice bullish price action right now. So you could just enter off displacement, but I want to see a bit more. Yeah, so the displacement. I want to see a PXH now. Rebalance. Let's see if we get rebalance. Displacement entry was valid here, by the way. Displacement entry is valid. I think we did take out a draw now. Yeah, we did. These are very nice relative equal highs. Let's wait for rebalance now. Okay, we're getting rebalance. So I'm looking at the rebalance. Okay, so now those highs got taken out much more now. Okay, so those highs got taken out. I don't think they did on ES. Almost did, but that's on SMT. I think we go higher or we reverse now, depending on what price shows me internally. PXH on ES, 5 minute rebalance. Let's see how this candle closes. Yes, we just expect this busy, but there's this busy as well. And that's the main one, the one just in the middle. Okay, okay, that's that busy there. That's CE touching. Respect on CE. Almost. Let's see, this candle's important. Bang. Alright, similar story. So, could go longs here. Stops below. Oops. Stops below here. Very tight stop. What do you guys think? Yeah, it didn't close it. This means on July 25 will be back here. No, it won't be. It won't be. It won't be. Wait. Yes, good. You guys tell me wait. That's good. Yes, good, 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 good. Well, on your way for that gap to be displaced. Which gap are you talking about? The Civi? Oh, yeah, here. Yes. Well done. This is a lower time from entry. But I'm anticipating that to see. I am anticipating that. So this is a better entry, but you could enter here now. So let's enter there. You guys wait, that's good. So now we have the Civi disrespect. Or have we? Or have we? Or have we? Right now we're just accumulating. This still can be bullish. Now there's an SMT. Okay, now we're coming lower. Okay, now we come lower. Okay, nice. You guys are correct. Well done. So now we can enter off PX L off here. I left on this as well. Now we're anticipating price to come lower after taking out those highs. And if price wants to come lower, where do you want to go? I don't really know, you know. Still want to be a bit bullish, not gonna lie. I do still want to be a bit bullish. So I'm gonna stick to my bias. I'm not bearish just yet. Let's see how the Cibi holds. Okay. Okay, now the price is truly bearish here. I stuck to my bullish bias because of this 15 minute, generally because of the way we closed and tried to go higher. But I guess we took out a deal out. That's why price is coming lower now. So now we disrespected everything. Shorts and play, pretty nice. So we want to come lower now. This has been swept. Very nice. Nice entry for shorts. Yes, we waited and we took, and most of the move already done, but it's only 10:02. Or do you think price will rebalance higher a little bit more? Let's just wait. Okay, there's rebalance higher. CE respect. Now price will come lower. I want to see some manipulation. Nothing much. Okay, short played. Shorts played, shorts played. Okay, so there was two entries today. The longs off displacement targeting those highs, and the shorts off this Cibi respect, and then you see this wick here, and you can target there, or you can enter here, because once you see this rebalance candle order block, you can enter there, target there. So there's two entries. Very nice casual day. Yeah? You guys see that? When we're displacing like this, are you switching your bias or are you waiting for the internal lows? I'm switching my bias. Honestly, I would enter that close that displacement, big displacement candle. Yeah, you could have. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now we can go long. Never mind. Yeah, you don't wanna marry the long bias. I just didn't enter anything because there's no point entering because price dumped already. But you guys did really well when you said wait for the Civi disrespect when I put this entry here. When I put this entry here and did that, you guys did really well. You guys did really, really well. Or you could target the Civi if you want because the draw has been met up there. The draw has been met. So where's the next draw, right? Surely we're going to rebalance lower on the high time frame, which this is the rebalance lower, right? And then once you see this get disrespected, you're anticipating this to get disrespected, and then this candle here showed you that. Yeah? So I'm gonna focus this on more on this day because this day had two both bullish and bearish setups. Yeah. So if you missed this displacement entry and then price took out those highs, that's it. From there on, SMT as well, cheeky SMT. From then on, you have to wait for price to show you what it wants to do. So when we came down to the CE of this wick, of this candle, sorry, let's see what price does. And you guys did really well by saying, wait for this disrespect. Yes, we closed above, but what did this next candle show? What did I say about this next candle? Literally, I remember saying, let's see if we're truly bullish by opening, rebalancing lower, but then closing higher. Then price actually fills this little inverse and goes higher. But we closed very bearish, and then manipulation to the downside, meaning we're going to go to the downside. Because obviously you're trying to manipulate within this bit, you're trying to make buyers get in, but obviously price floods. Yeah? Pretty good day. Basically inverse next candle. Isn't just entering PXH of displacement risky? 100%. We want to see some internal confirmation. So let's say this is PXH, right? So you see how when price does like a PXH, like obviously this, and then price comes lower, you want to wait for the inverse of this wick. I'll try to here. You want to wait. So let's say entry, you missed the entry down here, and you want to catch a PXH, which is this, right? You want to wait for price to come back into that area. You don't want to enter here. You want to wait for the inverse, rebalance, then go higher. So this is the best entry to have here. This is full confirmation. Full confirmation. Right? Even if you think there might be an SMT, if there was truly an SMT, would have came lower off the sweep and then come lower. Right? So that's basically what I mean. So that's textbook right there. Yeah? Is that rebalance? Yes. PX is a range of bearish to get risk. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Next day. Next day, open. Okay, so this day is now, it needs to come up. I don't want to skip a day as well. It's going to be annoying. Okay, there we go. Tuesday is, we have 10 a.m. orange folder news. So I'm not waiting for that. 4 hour looks pretty bearish right now, currently. Actually bullish. Actually bearish. We have an SMT here. Let's see the SMT holds. Let's make a textbook. Sibi wicked in, but is it going to close up or is it going to close down? Let's see what price shows me in the next 15 candles. Okay, down then up, then down then up, up. And macro is open now. Okay, macro is open now. So what's price done on the high time frame? We're respecting this BISI. We wicked in once, came up, and we're showing higher price. Yes, we have an SMT here, but that's clearly the draw after respecting this 1 hour BISI. So just because we see an SMT, obviously you can see on ES as well, doesn't mean we're actually bearish. You want to wait for a BISI disrespect for the SMT to hold, which we never got that. So, and also price taking out these highs, coming lower, then going higher again. Also means we want to go higher to these equal highs. So yeah. So let's let price show us that. So let's go on the 5 second. So high time frame is very easy to read. It is quite easy to read. If you want a high time frame and want a low time frame, you have mastered, you're really good to go. So let's see what price does. We're coming lower now. So what is there? There's not much on 1 minute to us to see. So let's go on a 5 minute. Perfect. There we go. We see something on a 5 minute. A 5 minute BISI on both pairs. But that's a bit lower. Yes, we took out this high. Yes, there's no PXH. But what did 5 minute BISI hold? Right now, our whole bias is, of course, is 5 minute BISI. It's generally, that's all we have right now. And also, displacement of this SIBI looks nice as well to go higher. So yeah, we're looking good for now. I want to see some internal manipulation within that 5 minute BISI for us to go higher, or PXH off the high we just formed. Okay. Nothing much just yet. Okay, let's see if this is internal manipulation on the 1 minute within the 5 minute BISI for us to go higher. Bang. Okay. Let's see if this flips. We have an SMT here, which makes price go lower, but that's just 1 minute SMT, so it'll finish soon. Let's see if this is manipulation. Let's just see first. Okay, what does that show? This could be manipulation, right? The 5 minute BISI still holding. 15 minute looks like a rebalance candle for now. We have 7 minutes left, and there's no news either. So let's just wait. Let's see how this candle closes. Okay, looks like a turtle soup. It is a turtle soup, but we wait a bit more. And at this point, same textbook entry. We want to wait for this SIBI to get inverse, so this manipulation candle is valid, right, guys? I'm sure you guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing. Yeah. Yes. I know someone said you can enter off displacements of individual candle bodies, but how about wicks? No wicks, just bodies. If you want to enter off displacement, when do you enter for reversal? When the second for get inverse? Yes. Yeah. So you guys think this entry is good? Yes or no? If this SIBI gets disrespected, obviously. We're not entering just now yet. Manipulation candles only by when there's imbalance displacement. Yes. 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 Let's wait. Okay, bang. So what's price doing? There's our manipulation. Now we're praying that price displaces through the CB and closes above and then we can enter. So right now we're respecting it so far. Okay, still respecting it. Okay, so now 5 seconds left. CB's respecting, so let's see if manipulation is valid. For now, manipulation is not valid. And we now then closed there. So now what do you think? Now our bias can flip bearish, right? We can go short, wait for candle close. Don't know, let's wait. We can go short, shorts. Yes. Shorts with the SMT, internal low. Do you want to target this for shorts? We just formed that. I think this is a nice target. So shorts, stops above here, which is nice. And then we target this internal low, which is your roughly your 30 points, yeah? So sell. And also, I'm going to keep an eye on ES right now before moving time. I want to see what ES says as well. ES is in a 5 minute BC, I think. Yeah, but that 5 minute BC doesn't look like it wants to hold. Very short scalp. Let's see what price does. Okay. Candle closure was kind of important. We didn't wait for that. Bang, stop loss, hit. Okay, let's go through why shorts was invalid. 5 minute BC was still there. The 1 minute did tell us we inverse in respect to the CB. I mean, candle close like that. But we had to wait one more candle for this displacement to show us and maybe close down here and enter shorts. So now the buys are valid. Now the buys are valid. So we don't want to make the same mistake. So this is why backtesting is so important. When we're on live charts and we see this, we're like, yes, let's long and wait for the CB to respect. Oh no, let's short. We have CB respect. No, we have to wait. We have the 5 minute BC there. Yeah, you guys see that? 5 minute BC there. So now the CB fully got disrespected. And let's wait for this candle to close. Bang. So now you could enter longs there. And you put your stops down here, which is very, very big. But you're expecting displacement and you can just target these external highs here. Stop is massive. Oh no, you can target that here. You can target that. Yeah, so you guys see that. We don't want to make these mistakes on live charts. Just because you see the CB respect and we close like that, just wait one more candle. Understandable, like you see SMT and CB suspect, etc. But look what happens. The manipulation still held, and we formed this 1 minute SMT. We formed that. ES tapped the 5 minute BC. NQ still within the 5 minute BC. And that's why longs now are valid, and price will probably more than likely go higher. There's our rebalance wick, and there's price going higher. Oh, or lower. Damn. Or higher, or lower. Okay, now we're just chopping, bro. What the flip, bro? Okay, so both buyers and sellers got stopped out. So this Sibi was kind of crazy. We had respect, then disrespect, and respect again. So it's kind of hard to price action. Damn. So what did price do? Let's watch what price done. We just came and manipulated much more. Down. It's a rough day, rough day, rough day. So yeah, but we don't want to make this mistake. We don't want to make this mistake and enter shorts. It was quite valid, not gonna lie. But I guess the next candle tells us exactly why it's not valid, right? You guys see that? So we need to enter our strong bearish candle closure before entering. Yes. Well, because bro, could you explain manipulation candles only valid when there's imbalanced displacement and show an example, please? First time I heard this. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, right, on a continuation day, if you're expecting price to manipulate within a high time frame, on like a 5 minute BC or 5 minute CB, whatever, and price taps it once, like this one here, if that's truly valid, you want to wait for the CB to suspect there's nothing there. So obviously, once price taps, you want to see displacement, but then price never displaced above this half to enter off more displacement longs. So price came back down again after forming SMT. We formed this CB here. So now there's a possibility price will come, manipulate an internal low or high, disrespect the CB and go higher. That's what you're supposed to see, right? And there's days where this can happen, right? But both biases are mixed, so like we're having longs and shorts at the same time. It's crazy. It's a rough day. So we could take a loss. So this manipulation low, that's price telling me we're going higher, right? So we close above. We are expecting at least the CB to get tapped. At least. At least. Once the CB gets tapped, you want to see price disrespect this CB, close above, enter longs, validating this manipulation and this disrespect of this CB. So we never got that. We just came to manipulate one more time and another time as well. So it was difficult. This day's clearly difficult. Yeah, you guys see that? Yes, that's basically what I'm trying to say. So whenever you want to see price manipulate within a BISI or SIBI, you want to see this type of manipulation. So within the 5 minute BISI, you want to see 1 minute manipulation. That's what you want to see. Yeah, because time is fractal and price is fractal. So obviously price will do that. When you enter was in that bullish SMT, yeah, there was. Show 5 minute? Oh, I just skipped it. But the 5 minute was a BISI. Actually, no, I haven't skipped it. 5 minute. Okay, I'll show you guys one sec. I think I skipped it the next day. 5 minute is Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. 5 minutes here. 5 minutes there. So look, price was crazy. Price was crazy. So you could take a loss day there. My P&L looks really bad right now. It's actually bad. Okay. News on Wednesday. Bro, what the flip's happening? Okay, there we go. Wednesday we have a lot of news. We have 45 news. We have 9:45 news, yeah? Let's wait for that. And then I'll talk about bias. Let's just drop. Nope. Okay, 45 comes in 1 minute. So we obviously wait for that no matter what. We are displacing lower right now currently. Very nice bearish lows. So we are coming in a very nice continuation day lower. But let's see what price does. Maybe we close below this low or higher. Let's see. So news just opened. Um, have we formed an SMT? So yeah, right now we're accumulating. We're not showing any form of price wants to go higher. So let's wait for news. 5 seconds, good. Okay, so news opened. Nothing much. Actually, no, we have to wait for candles to close though. Okay, so now ES manipulated higher, taking out these highs. NQ hasn't. Okay, so right now, what do we see? What is our target? That's what's our first most important question. We're currently going lower, and these are clearly the nice draw. These are clearly the draw. There's no reason this is not the draw, right? So these equal lows are the draw, and price is currently. So you want to zoom out, only 50 points away. Very, very simple draw. So this should be a nice continuation day lower. You still want to get stopped out. So you have a 5 minute SIBI there. You have a 5 minute SIBI there as well. And that's it. So I'm expecting basically a little AMD, right? AMD. So let's see what price shows me. Currently we have an SMT, but I want to see if does price hold that SMT. So accumulating. The 5 minute looks like that. 15 minutes looks like that. Is that enough for us to enter? No. We wait. There's displacement. So look, this SMT holds. So sometimes market internal SMTs hold. And that's why I caught this crazy R trades when these internal SMTs were working out. So let's see how price closes below this low. Okay, nothing much just yet. Okay, so now at this point, what am I expecting? I'm expecting at least a 5 minute rebalance because we've now got a confluence to go for us to go higher. Yes, we had this SMT to go lower, but now it's getting disrespected by Tulsi with this low. So now I'm expecting at least price to come up here, at least, unless we close differently. Okay. So now at this point, you're confident we're going to get high time for rebalance. You're confident. You're confident these highs are going to get taken out at least. Bang. There's those highs getting taken out. Do you guys see what I'm trying to say here? If there's no true displacement, do you guys see what I'm trying to say? When you're on confident price, so let's say yeah, this happened to me on I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know which day it was. I think it was Wednesday, where the 1 minute was showing nice displacement lower and respect of fair value gaps, but then the 5 minute rebalanced. The reason why that happens is because price swept like an internal low and reacted higher. So it's the same story here. We have a reason why price wanted to rebalance to the 5 minute at least, which is there. Now price tapped the 5 minute. Yes, looks bearish. Let's see how this candle closes. Do we a total soup that high? Okay, very nice total soup. Now, similar story again. What do we see? This will definitely get disrespected. It's very tiny BISI. It's definitely getting disrespected. Let's see. Let's wait for price to actually finish the manipulation first. Bang. Okay, complete candle flip. Okay. At this point, you see yes going lower. Let's just enter off displacement, and we expect this 50, this little SIBI not to hold, this little BC not to hold, and then stops above there. What do you guys think? Wait for candle closure? Yeah, you could wait for candle closure. You guys want to wait for candle closure? Okay, we'll wait for candle closure. Let's wait for it. What about now? Basically the same thing. What about now? Dive in, take it, now take it. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. No, take it, cool. Let's take it now. So that, so now our entry is a bit lower, which is completely fine. Just like 2 points. And then we put a stop loss where you know I put a stop loss. Now our target, let's pray price doesn't manipulate one more time. I hope this is the manipulation and this is a disrespect. So let's look on ES first, where ES wants to go. Because if ES takes something out and then price may come high again. So ES took it out before. Yeah, ES is in the middle of a void right now. So ES is just in the middle of nowhere. NQ, clearly the target, right, boys? Clearly the target. So I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna let price move. Rebalance candle within the BISI. Ooh. Stop loss is valid. That's a very nice candle to see. Very, very nice candle to see. There's our displacement. Wait for it. Okay, now it's not looking good. Now it is. Okay, we're just wicking right now. We go faster. Bang. Okay, now we've displaced through that low. ES going very, very slow. But ES hasn't got one bearish candle since the accumulation. NQ's a bit behind. Because NQ's close to the low. I think that's why it's... Okay, wait. Now, what I'm going to do, yeah, once the jaw gets taken out, I'm going to trail as well. Because there's a possibility price may come lower. Wait for it. The jaw's going to get taken out in the next 30 seconds. Okay, there's us to be rebalance. Okay, draw's been edged. I'm not bugging out. Draw's been edged. Let's not panic here. Okay, that's been taken out. There's no reverse of that. If we reverse off that, I'm going to go crazy, bro. If we somehow reverse off of that sweep that price just done now. So do you guys want me to close? Should I close? Troll, yo, def get hit. No. Troll? Starts to BE. Starts to BE is good. No. Troll. But where am I trading to? Where do you want to troll? Nah, let's put the balls on the table. Hmm. Wait a bit more. Okay, now at this point, okay, so let me get rid of these lines. Let me get this line. Now at this point, let's troll here. Actually, no, let's troll here. Let's see if price wants to go lower. Just because there's a possibility price just will displace past those lows. Okay, now I got hit. Okay, there's our troll hit, and then price goes lower. A bit lower, and now price goes. Okay, price is wicking now. Okay, that's a lot of wicks. Okay, yeah, so we basically got this. We basically got this, which is actually perfect. We got our 40 points. Bang, yeah? What do? We waited for internal manipulation. What made us think we'll get internal manipulation? Sometimes it's hard to read when internal manipulation will happen, right? On a continuation day. Sometimes you'll say to yourself, how do I know price will either retrace and go higher or manipulate inside a retrace and go higher? This told us that. Market literally gave us a card telling you we will now manipulate on the 5 minute at least. We've got the manipulation tower and SMT. We've got the severe disrespect. We enter stops by manipulation wick. Target your next external low. Now these days usually work out more, but yeah, because you can see price wants to go lower. Let's just see if that holds. Okay, now from the SMT. Ooh, there we go. So now, yeah, there's the displacement lower. So people that have market experience will hold this for longer, but who wants to hold this? We don't want to hold through this. We target our 40 points, which is more than enough. And we move on to the next day. Yeah, boys? That was valid. Bang moment, trial to displacement candle. Bang, yep. Valid. Nice. Okay, next day. News is Thursday 25th. We have nothing. Just 8:30 news. 4 hour. Look how much we displaced lower after those equal lows, by the way. It's crazy, bro. These days must have went crazy. Let's just pray we get these days again in July, because then we can catch some mad crazy points, but only if you're not funded, not a combine, because you can't do that. But I'm not promoting targeting higher RR trades. I'm not doing that. So don't get me in trouble. Yeah. Downwards trend. Nothing to work with right now. So let's just let market open and let it do its job. Let price tell us what we want to do. That's the news on 8:30. So that's a good draw so far. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Very nice price right now. We're heading towards that draw. We've now displaced a lot through that SIBI on the 15. The 5 minute has tapped that SIBI as well. The 1 minute, very nice as well. Now, obviously, you want to wait for macro. So this looks really nice for shorts right now currently, but I want to see if price taps within here. That's for SIBI at price may tap. Okay. Okay, price just tapped the SIBI. This still could be respect of this BISI. and respect of this 15 minute of CE, I think. I think it's 1 hour. Yeah, this is a CE. It's a bit weird though. It is a bit weird, but it's a CE. Is it CE? Barely. No, it's not a CE then. If it doesn't touch CE, it's not a CE. Let's see if the CB holds. Okay, that's very, very good. What do you guys think now? Do you think that's enough to enter? Do you guys think that's enough to enter? Is high prob? No. So we've got a high probability, yes, and we've got a no at the same time. No. Okay, let's wait for, you will take it. Let's wait for candle closure. One more candle, nice. The reason why I think this is very strong, we put the BISI, try to go higher here, tap the CB more going low, and bang. Um, it's a very large stop as well, 28 points at least, 30 points. Um, hmm, we do have manipulation. So sometimes price not may not manipulate and just do this instead. That's technically a manipulation, it's just a rebalance. But the stop is going to be very big if you want to go up there. The draw hasn't been hit yet. That's your 30 points, by the way. Draws perfectly line with 30 points and you get smacked. Ooh, bang. Yeah? I didn't take it again, off for flip's sake. Don't we have 1 minute manipulation though? Let me see what. There is no manipulation right now. Right now it's just plain textbook, 5 minute rebalance, enter. So sometimes, right? It basically the civvies and bissies are telling us what price wants to do, right? Let me go through this again one more time, just so you tell you guys when price wants to manipulate within. So let me mark out this 5 minute civvy. This is important. This is actually very important. This is our 5 minute civvy, right? No, this is our 5 minute civvy. I marked out, very nice and obvious. Price comes in, taps this 5 minute civvy very nicely, right? We get a reaction out of it. Now, in order for us to expect price to manipulate again, and you want to catch maybe a better entry, or you don't want to FOMO and price displaces lower, and you're expecting price to manipulate again and take out this high, because that's the manipulation, right? Within a 5 minute CB, price takes out that high. We have to respect this BISI or this BISI. We have to. That will tell us price will at least go higher to this CB or this wick at least. At least. So we don't get that. We get a candle close very bearish. Now we wait for rebalance. So we've got rebalance after rebalance. Yeah, Sibi got tapped. Now we could still expect manipulation above this high again if this candle displaced higher. We displaced into the Sibi, candle closed there. This candle here is telling me so many stories. We tried to go higher after barely surviving off this BISI. We then closed within that Sibi, perfect 50%. Closed there. I'm telling myself we can catch an entry with no drawdown because that's rebalance. We've got a rebalance within the rebalance. Yeah, we've got a rebalance here, and then we've got a rebalance here, and a target internal low here. Now, for the PNL, I'm going to try to look for entry, because we're still just in macro, right? This is just basically at 45 exact. So I'm going to just enter shorts very soon, just so I can get the PNL up, because I missed entry. Well, I didn't enter on entry. Let me just wait. So that's your target right there, yeah? That's your target. So I think shorts now will be good. No stop loss, just so I can get the 30 points, bruv. Let's just wait, though. I do see this going lower. Yeah, there's rebalance. Price trying to go high off sweeping that low in SMT, but it's not working. We're about to flood. There we go. Let me get the 30 points mark out 1 second. I'm not cheating. Oh, that's more than 30. My bad. Cool, let's close. Right, so that was the optimal entry, the first entry I took. If you wanted to enter the second time and you missed this entry, you could enter within here because that's still price. Even though we took out the internal low, we displaced higher just to retest this area and came lower. Now let's see if you missed that entry, and it's still 9:54, so it's still pretty early. You see, this is clearly the draw, and this is clearly the draw. And after these draws get taken out, you don't want to be in a trade unless price wants to go lower. I'll tell you that. Also, look at this 5 minute, 15 minute. Look at the inverse of the Sibi and price separate so last. This is a nice textbook day. These draws are getting taken out, matter of fact. So let me wait for a rebalance before those lows get taken out. Okay, 10, 5. Okay. You could enter here if you want. Stops above this wick high. Target this wick low. You could enter here if you want. Let's see if this holds. There's your first draw getting hit. And there's a second draw getting hit. Yeah? Would that have been an A sub and not A plus if there was no manipulation? Yes, because that's obviously easier to trade. No manipulation. Thanks for the source going back to this all day 24 to go on, bro. Have fun with that. Would you agree it's all about intuition? What do you mean by intuition? What do you mean by intuition? Like, do you think like what price is telling you? So do you see how if you miss this entry, you tap in there. If you miss this entry, you just tap in the displacement past this PXL and you can target your 30 points there as well. And that's the draw. And then you control as well, because look, the draw ain't respecting the ideal one to go higher. So yeah, another nice day where price is moving crazy. So if the high time frame is very rangy and long, the lower time frame is going to be long as well. How do you know when to try to sell but don't want to get liquidity to grab that BE? Okay, I'll tell you that one sec. Like once you see everything multiple times, you automatically know the price is gonna go like now. All I look at the candles how they close. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's like a language, bro. It's like a language. So, Mars, to ask you a question, how do you know when to try SL but don't want to get liquidity to grab that BE? So, let's just say you entered. Example, you entered longs. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Let's say you did enter shorts of this rebalance candle, which is optimal entry, right? And you put your stops above here. Let's just say you want your stops to be very, very safe. First of all, this stop is kind of invalid. Kind of, because you're expecting this rebalance to hold and no manipulation. Because if your stop is invalid, if price wants to go higher, it's taking out your stop loss straight away. You expect it to happen. So your stop should be here. Generally, your stop should be here. In this occasion. Unless you target that draw on liquidity, right? This first candle opens, we displace. Now, do we go break even? No. Why? We have not closed below the next low. Now, this candle, yes, this candle took out the low. You either close here fully, but you do not break even. You do not break even. Because there's a possibility price will range within your wick again and come lower. What did price do? Exactly that. It came to your break even and came lower. Now, the minute you start trailing your stop, let's say this is my stop, right here, this line, you will throw to this high once we close below these lows here. And then you'll throw a stop to this high once you kept this place and lower. Just to confirm your points. And then eventually you don't need to throw anymore because your eventual 40p got hit. And to go over the entries, this is your optimal entry. Let's say you missed that, you don't want to get in these chops, wait for price to displace after these chops. This is your second entry right here. I'll show you where the second entry is. Price sweeps these lows. Let's see if it goes higher. Nope, ain't happening. Enter. Stops above this candle here. If you're expecting price just to come in this range, because that's PXL. And then we come lower. Notice, what does price do here? Perfect rebalance with this PXL. These baby PXLs display so well. And we never got a bearish candle since. Until TP got hit. Understand? How do you know if the manipulation you think is true one and will be the one with the whole movement, if not manipulation again? I know what you're talking about. The reason why I know the manipulation is true one is based on how the candles close. So let's say, how do I know this is the true manipulation? And how do I know price is not going to go back up here again to take out the high one more time? That's my stop, etc. and go lower. How do I know that? I'll tell you how I know that. You zoom out. You first of all, you go on 15, 1 hour, etc. What are they telling me? You just zoom out, bro. We tap this busy, we displace through it. This is definitely sells. We rebalance. 5 minute, same option. So 5 minute, we wick. And whenever we do this, whenever we enter Abyss or CB and close completely away from it, like I'm talking like we don't close like here, we don't close here, we close like completely away from it. You're expecting this next candle to absolutely dump, which happened, right? And how do I this high not get taken out? The internal 1 minute confirmation. CB disrespect. CB disrespect. Basically, oh my bad. Basically disrespect. Basically disrespect. CB respect. Enter off the thingy and then you go lower. Enter the retracement, the rebalance. Alright, I'm gonna go gym. Go on. We're almost done with the month. I'm pretty sure. And then I'm gonna put some people on. So if you guys want to backtest live with me, and I'll just go through what you have. The P&L's poor. Don't look at it. The main idea is of backtesting, and obviously the strategy we're trading, right? So next day, I think this is the last day because then after it's yeah, actually not, is it? I don't think it is. Hold up. Friday we have just 8:30 news and orange folder 10 a.m. news. So let's just see. Let's just go to macro open first and see if orange folder news will move. So that's macro open. What is price telling me? What is price telling me? Okay, we've displaced higher. Tau assumed that external high came lower, but now we're showing higher price on ES. There's 1 hour Bissy. 1 hour Bissy. Okay, so what do we have? 1 hour Sibi, disrespected. 1 hour Bissy, we're in it right now. We can expect a higher price for now, but we have to see how this 1 hour closes, which is obviously 10 a.m. news. So I'm gonna go through macro for now and see if there's options for us to go lower. We have this SMT as well, very, very clean. So entries now, and if you want to click for 10 a.m., go for it for longs, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I want to see a bit. Okay, there's Bissy. Is that gonna hold? Is that Bissy gonna hold? No. Bissy ain't holding. We've now disrespected SMT. Or we form another one. Or we form another one. Okay, short's now perfect. Okay, okay. Now we wait. Okay, now, okay, we have the Sibi. Let's see how price taps the Sibi. We did tap it here. ES is about to flood. We have this Bissy, disrespected. Wicks are, multiple wicks will come in lower. NQ is already telling us that. What's the draw? We have taken out these lows. So I'm just gonna wait. 10 more seconds. Okay, I'm gonna go on the 5 now. See what price shows me. Okay, we're in that Sibi. We wick in. We come lower. Let's see how this candle closes though. Not enough for buys just yet. Okay, now we disrespect this Bissy. Are we or are we not? Sorry, Sibi, are we or are we not? Let's see. Okay, that's disrespect so far. Displacement. Okay. This is not enough for me personally, just yet. Yes, we have like an SMT, or can I call it SSMT? But I want to see what the next three candle shows me. So if Sibi disrespect, let's see how this candle closes, right? This is very important. Do we rebalance to go higher or do we close very strong bearish? Okay, very strong bearish. So nothing just yet. Nothing just yet. Nothing just yet. No, nothing just yet. We're just wicking and we have an S&T at the lows. So, okay, now at this point, we've tried to come low off to say we respect. We didn't do that. So what did you guys anticipate? What did you guys anticipate? We try to anticipate longs, but wait, yes. So there is news in two candles, and I won't be surprised if news just pumps. So at this point, you don't want to enter, right? News is 1 minute. But yeah, there's the longs. Okay, now so now news just came out. Okay, so news is bearish for now. Okay, now that bang, that's a very nice candle. But now if we just pump very strongly, like that, yeah, you just missed the entry, right? You missed the entry. So now you wait. Okay, so now you wait. We took out those equal highs, but we go higher. There's an SMT, 15-minute respect Bissy, 1 hour respect Bissy, so 15 minutes respect City. Now at this point, there's that little. Okay, so you could enter for rebalance. I'll wait for rebalance. Let's see how this candle closes. Yes, pump in. Wait for this candle. Okay, now that's price is giving us a chance. We may go higher. Price may give us a chance. We may go higher. So we now have this slight SMT on for sells with this wick high to go lower, but this 1 hour Bissy's holding, so I'm willing to be bullish more than bearish because these SMTs hold. So let's wait a few more seconds. There's a Bissy, but this Bissy may not hold. We may just dump, but let's see if it holds. There's Bissy not holding, or Bissy does hold. Now this 5 minute closes in 1 minute, and I'm anticipating this 5 minutes just to get the close here and we go higher eventually. Disrespecting that 5 minutes to be. Okay, maybe that's manipulation. Okay, now we're coming lower. So this SMT may hold and the 5 minute may hold. Okay, now at this point we're coming lower now. Okay. So what do we do here? We just formed SMT with these wicks. No, we didn't, sorry, with these kind of here. But it's still iffy, right? Look at this 15. It's very, very dangerous, right? We have this 15-minute CB to come low, but we have this hourly BISI to go higher. But now this hourly is now changing structure. So let's wait for this CB hold. Let's see if the CB gets touched. Doesn't matter if we displace that much. Let's just wait. Okay, there's a CB there. There's a CB there. Okay, we're in the CB. We disrespected this BISI. We are in the CB. We are now approaching the SMT lows. Look how many draws are for ES. Look how much liquidity there is there. Very strong. I want to see the CB get respected and this CB get left and we go lower. Let's see if we get that. It would be nice if we get this CB touched because that's a high entry. Okay, there's CB holding. Bang. What do you guys think? After you're done, could you explain why 945 entry with this BISI with disrespect was not valid? I was anticipating it because of me playing lots multiple times and rebalance the BISI entry is also mad late. Not enough points. Are you talking about today, TCC? Are you talking about today at 9:45 here? Talking about today? So you guys think not enough points? Yes, this trade, but could you enter after seeing that first bearish displacement candle 949? And how comes you didn't? It's because there's CBs above, or do you not know? It's just going to retest. Okay, so could you enter after seeing the first 949 candle? Here, anticipating sells. Basic external highs, yes. Little tricky, not gonna lie. GG, do you mean sells? Anticipate sells. Yeah, you're targeting 10 points with 10 points top. That's low-key not worth it. Just because of displacement. So you're saying end off displacement because we closed below the slow. I'm willing to do that. But there's a Sibi left, and I want to see this next candle tell me that. So at this occasion, right, you want to be bearish because obviously you see price going low. But we got bear in mind we are forming SMTs on EF, so you have to be careful. There's SMTs. So the reason why it wasn't enough for me, this candle needed to come higher and then close more bearish. Then you could enter. That's a rebalance. That's price telling us we're coming lower. But we never did that. Sibi here. At this point, if price closes here, waiting for Sibi touch. At this point, I'm very bearish, but you guys are telling me to wait. I'm indeed waiting. I don't mind. 1 minute Sibi tricky, yeah. Yeah, so that's what my point, GG. So the reason why I'm not anticipating sales right at this moment is because this candle didn't tell me that. If this candle was truly bearish, this next candle needs to open higher but then close lower. But we open and close up there, meaning we're going to touch the Sibi, which we did. At this point, I'm waiting for the Sibi respect. We never got that, and then obviously we came higher, and now we're coming lower again. So we have to change because that's what price shows me. As we wait, see what price does. It is hella late, yes. What about this disrespect entry? Is that valid? Basically, disrespect entry. What, this one? Yeah, that's valid. But I prefer rebalance, just in case price may want to go higher. Yeah, wait for displacement. Yeah, wait for one more candle. So what I'm thinking is you wait for SMT to be created so it gives rebalance and enter shorts. So two displacement candles needed unless it's a very large one. Yes, yes. But don't mechanically trade that. This is the first candle. At this point, you missed the entry. Wait for the next candle to show you that. Yeah, obviously never happens. So I think this is going to melt. There's a mouse. Yeah, but obviously prices now took out this low again. So this next candle is important. It is hella late. It is hella late, but I think this 10 a.m. candle didn't move much. That's why. Now, in order for us to be truly bearish, we're going to take out the slow, but then we're going to flip this candle. Now, it's the same idea what TCC told me, or was it GG? One of you guys told me just now. Why don't we consider shorts right now after this candle? So it's the same idea, right? We come lower, but let's see what this next candle does. Are we going to respect that idea and come lower? Are we going to rebalance? See what I'm saying? I wanted this exact candle here to anticipate shorts and let to be valid for displacement. This is what I needed. This is all I needed. So now you can anticipate shorts like that. Stop. You can make a tight stop if you want, because that's a rebalance candle. I ain't getting touched again. Never mind. Never mind. There's an SMT there. I didn't enter though. I'm just watching the low prob Friday. So that's the candle I needed. That's the candle I needed. And obviously wait for this candle to close, and it's quite late. But let's just see what price does. This is very, very choppy. Okay, so look, it's very manipulative. Look at ES, not much displacement. And then now the SPICY's holding. This is very, very choppy. Very, very choppy. So I'm saying, okay, so I want to go for optimal entry. This day is quite difficult. So the optimal entry, after seeing this to be the suspect, there's nothing to target, right? It's only if we moved 30 points here, you could enter off this candle here, but that's very strong. And generally, there's no optimal entry for me personally. I don't see what you guys can see. There's nothing for me personally. Unless you manage, someone said enter off busy disrespect displacement. If you manage to catch this entry here, well done. And if you didn't want to wait for rebalance, well done, enter off displacement. You could have caught some points. But other than that, it didn't really work out. So no entries. Kind of late candle closure and it's range, exactly. So can we enter 7 past 10 in Monaco? If not, why is it not? Because after 7 past 10, prices are usually just slower and choppier and more manipulative, and the move is already done. What about the previous entry where you said you wanted that candle and could have entered there off busy disrespect? Here, yeah, this is the perfect optimal entry, but I missed it. This is the perfect entry. We disrespect this busy. We've come lower, displacement lower. And ES done the same thing on this busy as well. You guys can see the same candle displays for it. You're expecting price to go lower and target is lower. So this is the perfect entry. The rebalance candle was here, and then but obviously it's barely any points, which someone mentioned as well. So yeah, after that low got taken out, and now we're chopping them out. Yeah, so look, it's choppy day. Hey guys, would you have used that 50% C respect of the OB as the confidence before going up higher to the DOL? Uh, which OB are you talking about? This one? No. Nah. It's valid though. It's valid, but it's valid. Yeah, it's not bad. It's valid though, but I wouldn't use it. S&T at lows as well, exactly. Okay, so even if everything's aligned on A plus setup, if it appears at like 13 past, then it'll be invalid to trade. Yeah, yeah, because you don't want to build that bad habit. You don't want to build a bad habit where price is invalid. Yeah, so no entry for me, but the optimal trade entry was here. Basically disrespect, SMT. Now, if you're not confident here and this BISI is too small for you to even consider that BISI, look at ES, very large displacement candle. Closes here, you can enter right as soon as price closes there, stops above this handle high, and then trail as price moves lower. And obviously that's your target. So it's a low prop Friday and you can manage to catch a trade there. Obviously I missed that entry and you could target a rebalance entry, but then the rebalance was very weak and then price took out the low and then completely ran high again. But this is candles, these are the candles you want for a proper continuation day. But obviously the low got taken out and this next candle needs to displace lower. But it's cool. That's the optimal. Any more questions before I move on to the next last few days? News Friday. It was a no news Friday, I think. Yeah, it was orange folder news Friday. Orange folder news Friday. So it's pretty difficult. Oops, my bad. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Could you enter on 9:59? Let's see that one sec. Let me switch back. 59. For longs? I mean, yeah, you could, but then if you know news is one candle, why would you risk it? It's up to you, really. Yeah, because once you've got this, if it's severe disrespect and SMT, yeah, you could enter at 9:59. Yeah, you could, to be honest. Yeah, you could. And then news just drove it to your TP straight away, which are these equal highs. You could. So 9:59 is a good entry as well, but because there's news right after, it's up to you whether you feel confident you want to accept the risk. So 9:59 is a good entry as well. Anyways, next day, 29th, 30th, and then 31st, and we're done. So Monday, and then we'll bring some guys on. No news Monday. 4 hour. What's the 4 hour telling me? Ranging. We've taken out this high formed in SMT. This 4 hour basically ain't holding. I'm very bearish. 1 hour is all looking nice. Let's let market open tell us what it wants to do. Market is very open, very bearish. But that's the bias just right there. I'll go over one more time. These days are really nice. 4 hour SMT and then the BISI right there, not holding for now. So let's let price show us what it wants to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, never mind, it's right there. Okay. Okay, so what now? We've now came lower, but then disrespected the BISI word. We're going higher. Okay, now bias can flip. Have we formed an SMT to go higher? Yes, we formed an SMT within this 1 hour BISI. So now we're stuck in between two SMTs. When you're stuck in between two SMTs, we'll read the live price action. Right now, the live price action is higher. Look at this candle on 1 hour. Very nice and bullish. So at this point, I want to see ES is much slower than NQ. I want to see a PXH or something along the lines where you can just rebalance here and go higher. Okay, so we have this BISI. Let's wait for price to fill that BISI. Okay, we've opened. Now this could be a nice textbook, easy day. Even though we've just taken out this high, so we have to be careful. We have taken out this high, and that's an SMT. That price can potentially form. Okay, so this could be very risky right now. So we're stuck in the middle right now. That's a Monday as well. We're stuck in the middle. We're in between both bullish and bearish concepts. We have an SMT there, but then we have an SMT there, but then we have an SMT there, and we have a SIBI holding there, but then we have a BISI holding here. So it's a bunch of mixed up right now. So you want to wait for displacement, let price tell you what it wants to do. So let's right now, if you're confused on the high time frame, just zoom into the lower time frame. We're more than likely going to go higher than lower. And let's let this BISI tap. This is going to be very nice and bullish. If let's very textbook trade again, right? We take out this high, we try to come lower, we respect this BISI, SIBI inverse, bang. That's what you want to see. So we take us taking out this high makes price come lower and rebalance. That's a very fact. That's a fact right there. If we take on high like that, we're going to rebalance. Do not FOMO. We are going to rebalance, which you again right now. Want to see this BISI get tapped? Is there anything on the 5 minute as well? Nothing much. It's a 5 minute BISI as well, but let's just wait. Okay, there's a BISI getting tapped. Not enough for me just yet. 20 seconds left for the candle to close. Okay, I'm expecting one more candle down. Okay, now okay, that looks like that's slight internal manipulation, but I'm waiting for this candle to close. Not enough for me just yet to long. One more candle will be nice. One more candle lower. So right now we're just generating liquidity. Okay, that's now a nice candle lower. Let's see how we close. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now at this point, we look bearish. We look bearish. But we wait one more candle because this next candle will tell us if we're bearish or not. Really and truly, I want to see this next candle open, come higher, wick, and then we go lower. Wick is important as the rebalance, right? Okay, we open. Do we come higher? We are coming higher. Now, do we come back lower? Not too much. Now, at this point, we're mixed. We can still be bullish. We have this slight, like, little sibby that we could have formed there, but we haven't got that yet. Let's wait for price. Okay. Now, at this point, what do you guys see? Are we more bearish or are we more bullish? Would you recommend just completely avoiding low pop days? Yeah, 100% with de-risk. Wait, one more candle. Bullish, bull, bull, bull. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Wait for. Did I see something? No, wait for more candle, bullish. Yeah, cool. We're bullish. Wait for one more candle, 100%. We've got 45 seconds left. This candle can flip. See? But yeah, definitely bullish. But let's just see what price wants to show us. Oh, never mind. We're now bearish now. Okay, very nice displacement. That's why candle closure is so important. So this little imaginary civvy that was supposed to be there, but price just kind of wicked it. Still a validated idea, right? So not completely displaced lower. So this SMT is kind of holding. So this mixed. So we're definitely at least aiming for equilibrium, which is obviously there. So we're about to touch that. One more candle for more shorts. One more candle. Okay, so let's see what's on the 5 minute at least. Nothing much. I think we're more bearish now. So 20 seconds left. Let's see how this candle closes. 10, 5, and bang. Okay, now at this point, do you guys consider this as a nice rebalance wick to enter shorts for stops above this manipulation line? Yeah, bearish we cannot enter. Yeah, it's not ideal, but yeah. I understand why you think it may not be ideal, but the reason why I think it is ideal is because we displaced through the species now and we took our high. And so we could target this low here for a nice one to something. The stop is very big though. But do you guys think these shorts are valid? PXH inverse, yep, yep, yep. Running, I think the only way is more valid if you wait for price to move a bit more, but then at this point you're going to miss the entry. So this is a valid entry. It's a very valid entry. We wait for candle to close. You see how price rebalance within this thing. Our stop is very valid. Let's wait. I'm not liking what I'm seeing just yet. Ooh. Okay, there's our displacement. Okay, now this is a bit sticky. Now this is a bit sticky. When price does these type of things, it's a bit sticky. The next 15 minute has, sorry, 5 minutes opened. This is very important. Okay, the stops. Stops been hit. Okay, let's go through it. So Monday, let's go through it. Okay, so the bullish bias was right. Now, what I think the mistake I made here was not looking at the higher time frame, right? So price wants to rebalance in the 15 to fully come lower. And we've got a poor entry. It's good that we're losing on backtesting, I can't lie, because we don't want to take these in real life. So what did price do? At least you marked out, right? 50% to the core. So whoever said this was a bad entry, good, well done. So what do we see if price wants to go higher, right? So yes, we saw a busy disrespect. This is why I always say like high time frame is important. Just because the 1 minute told you something doesn't mean it will go that way. So this is what happened, right? We got violated. So 1 minute say we got inversed. We see massive displacement candle, rebalance candle enter. Alright, that's very good. But I guess really and truly, what does the 1 hour say? After we taken out the high, do you want to go lower? Where to? It's a bit weird, right? So we took out, it's kind of so weird to read. We've taken out the high here, but then we displaced all the way lower here and we're going higher again. It's kind of so weird. It's very, very weird. So now 10 am's dropped. Let's say you took out the loss, you could wait for longs now off displacement. So now look what happened. We tail sweep those highs, but then we came higher. So longs here will be pretty good. So we don't want to take these executions and lose like this one here. Really and truly, I guess it is a normal loss. Like I don't see anything really bad with it. It's just I guess the narrative was incorrect. And narrative incorrect days can happen. Let's see how this works. Okay. I haven't entered, I'm just looking. I just want to see how slow price is on a Monday. So look, this is Monday PA for you, right? Very low prob. That's why someone even says just don't trade Mondays because think that this can happen, right? End of the month, low prob. Optimal entry, to me, I don't see much. Maybe as soon as price disrespects this busy, but then comes higher within the range again, and then you can enter off these little wicks. But then again, I don't see much. Yeah? Why didn't that work when you have a displacement candle? I think it didn't work because of the internal SMT. Bit peak. Yeah, it's cool. Wouldn't you wait for that candle after the main Drake candle to close the lowest previous candle if that makes sense? Yeah, exactly. The reason why this buy didn't work is just a narrative. Narrative was incorrect. Narrative was incorrect. This is a draw. We have a 4 hour busy. We shouldn't be shorting. But I didn't really look at the full narrative properly. And the 15-minute, it's just narrative. Narrative is so important. You can have as many confidence as you want at low time frame. If your narrative is not important, we may not just go where you want to go. So right now, this is low pop Monday as well. But optimal entry was within here, but it's difficult, you know. So days like this can happen. So yeah, I think one more day. No. Okay, I think one more day, then we're good. The main point here, I actually love losing on backtesting so we can see what's wrong, right? Because at the end of the day, we can backtest wins every single day. We know what works, right? We have to always lose eventually. We're not 100%, we don't have a 100% win rate. What we want to see is how to avoid the losses as much as possible, right, guys? So that's what we want to see. So Tuesday, I think this is the last, second to last day. I have 10 a.m. news. I'm going to skip to 10 a.m. quickly. And then I'll open up the bias after. I'll go to 59. It's 10 a.m. red folder news as well, so I'm willing to wait. We have to wait for that. There, okay. It's 1 minute before 10 a.m. news. We look at the bias first, right? Okay, now it's not loading. Great. So at the bias, that draw eventually got taken out, which I marked out there. Oh no, we didn't. That one's different. We're just ranging right now, so let's just wait for 10 a.m. Let's let 10 a.m. to give us the bias. We're just ranging. We're just ranging. We're just truly just ranging. ES as well. It looks more bullish. NQ, look, we're uncorrelating right now. NQ came for these lows. It took out this one, didn't take out this one. So I'm expecting maybe price to come lower then go higher. Let's see what price does. Okay, we come lower. There's a lower. Okay, very nice, strong. That's 1001. That's 1001. Okay, that's 1001. What have we done? We're now coming lower. We're still in a range, so let's not marry a bias just yet. Let's try to catch a 30-point scalp. We have got a PXL. You could enter off displacement here, but I just missed it. So let's just wait for price. We displaced so low. Okay, we have the civvy. We're in the civvy. We've taken out those equal lows on ES. We are in the civvy. The 5 minute looks like that. Really and truly, we're in a 1 hour busy now. Okay, we're respecting this so far. Okay. This could be considered as manipulation within the civvy. This one here. So let's see how price closed within the civvy. And I think we've got, okay, next 5 minute open as well, like that. So we have this 5 minute civvy that can be refilled and then come lower. So that's 5 minute refilling, as well as the 1 minute as well. Let's see if we close above that civvy, we may go higher. We have an SMT as well. So during these times, people just enter off SMT straight away because it was so strong. Buys, boys? Buys? Oops. Buys? My bad. Do you guys think it's buys? I think optimism, yeah, it must have been after 10, yeah. There's plenty of low resistance that has been made to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if price reversed from here. Yeah, buys are good here, not gonna lie. Exactly. Buys? Quick scalp? Bearish? A bearish? Okay. The reason I'm saying buys, we have this SMT, you have an hourly fair value gap we're respecting. ES is very bullish. We took out those lows. We have an SMT with this wick as well. And we have stability suspect. So all the way to that 1 minute to be above all those highs. Narrative is bullish. Yeah, yeah. Should be long right now, but maybe one more confirmation candle. That's fine, that's fine. One more confirmation. We'll count this as one more confirmation candle because we've raised this place higher. So we'll count this as a candle. Yeah, I think this is very nice and bullish. But let's wait one more candle. Yeah, we've missed it now, kind of. I'm taking out this high now. This could come lower now. Okay. BSC, small BSC. Let's see how this candle moves. Okay, nothing yet. Okay, now we come lower. Okay, this could be bearish now. This could be considered PS SMT. So the buys will start internal high, obviously. So buys here internal high, but that's a quick scalp. This is TS SMT. This CB is not hold. This BSC is not holding. I'm very tempted to enter shorts right now. I'm very tempted. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys agree with me? Yeah, long is valid. Long is valid. But now we're posing SMTs though. Isn't the high time from switch stronger or no? Yeah. So I'm gonna wait one more candle. Okay. Oh, this is important. This is important. Let's see if this BISI holds, and we suspect this Sibi. Okay, this is very, very difficult right now. We're just arranging, so let's just wait for price to truly show us what we want to do. Okay. Okay. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Okay, now looking at the one hour, we may flip after respecting this BISI. And so this Sibi, this Bissi's holding. This Sibi just got disrespected with this candle. Let's wait 10 more seconds. It is quite late as well. It's 10:14, but it was 10 a.m. news. That's why we couldn't catch any trade before macro. It's 10:14. It's 10:14 now. So disrespect to this Sibi, we could go higher now. Yeah, there you go. And target that high. But there was 10 a.m. news dropped. We came up. You could long here and then target that high. That's your optimal entry. And then you could have stops here. You can hold for longer if you want to hold for longer. But it's very, very difficult right now. Ranging again. So yeah, optimal entry, longs here, target there, or now shorts, but that's way too late. Yeah, boys? Outside macro choppy, exactly. But now, exactly, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so 10 a.m. news, and if you don't see anything between 10 and 10:10, just jump off. Not even 10:10, 10:07. Just lock out your system and call it a day. And I think this is the last day. Can't watch the stats though. Let's try to recover the stats with this last trade. Before it keeps loading, it's annoying. Okay, let me check news first. My bad. Oh, that's a lot of news. Okay, it's FMC. There's FMC, there's 10 a.m. news, there's every news you can think of. But we're gonna watch for. We're not gonna obviously enter on a normal chart, but on a normal actual account. But we're gonna look for entry, which is why not. Let's end the day with a bang. So let's wait for 10 a.m. news. There's FOMC and there's 10 a.m. news. This is a very big day. So 10 a.m. news is here. So bang, bang. Okay, that's 10 a.m. news. Once again, zooming out, the 4 hour time frame is loading for some reason. We displaced above these highs. We finally took out this high. ES, yeah, we're very, very, very bullish because ES took out that high time ago, and now we just suspect this idea of an SMT. So we want to go higher. Um, Couple entries before macro for 10 a.m., but kind of. Let's just wait for 10 a.m. 10 a.m. opens. We come lower. Based on ES, low sweep here on NQ. We're just internal low on ES and it's taking it up. So now I'm expecting price to go higher. Yep, there's price going higher. Yep, so do you guys see that? It's very hard to see and spot. So this low is the same as that low on ES. ES, NQ takes out, we just place higher. Still we disrespect as well. Now I want to see a PXH. Let's wait. Okay, that's a rebalance 1 minute BISI. Let's see if this 1 minute BISI holds. Oh, okay. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Wait for candle close. 1, 2, 3, 4, and oh, that's enough for me to go long. I don't even need to candle close anymore because that's 5 seconds left. What do you guys think? It's a bit quick. What do you guys think? Maybe larger sell? See how we could avoid missing that. Any now, in any way now you see in hindsight, exactly. Yeah, let the 5 second go. You guys want to let the 5 second go? All right, bro. There's a 5 second go and better entry to be honest. Where's the draw on the high time frame? Draw on the high time frame currently. We don't have a draw. We just have to target this massive imbalance. We could just target like this 1 hour wick, which is where my TP is right now, naturally for some reason. But I'm just gonna troll. What do you guys think longs are valid? Extra 2 points. Longs, yes or no? Valid? Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing on the lower time frame or anything like that for us to go higher, other than this little fake SMT. So I'm gonna enter. We're gonna go big. Yeah, let's end it with a bang. And we're gonna jump you guys on. I'll give you a random date like yesterday, and we're gonna go from there. All right, let's hope this works. Okay, we're wicking. Bear in mind it's FMC day, so obviously price may not go away the way you want it to go. Okay, there's this placement. Okay, this could be towel soup, and we go lower. Okay, where's 30 points? Where's 30 points? There's 30 points. Wait for it. Okay. We kind of missed it. We kind of missed. We kind of missed the 30 points by a second. Let's just hope price doesn't come lower now after the 5 points. You know, just like sad that's gonna be. Come on, please, just give us the 5 points again. I missed it by literally by a second. Okay, here we go. My bad, Shani. My bad, my bad. All right, we're closing there. 50 points. My bad. 50 points. 50 points. Give me 50 points. Give me 50 points. Oh, no, that's too much now. One more candle. There's 50 points. That's 50 points, right? Yeah, 50 points. Okay, I'm gonna go for optimal trade first. The PNR now looks so stupid. But anyways, optimal trade, right? Even though it's FMC, we're not supposed to take a trade. There's still a setup, right? So market opens here. We come lower. We fill something on the hourly. Kind of basically PXH there. We fill a 15-minute gap as well. Very nice. And this one, we displace higher before macro opens. Macro opens here, right? We're anticipating price to go higher. We have an SMT here, by the way. Never even noticed that. This is a very nice day, I can't lie. SMT, we're anticipating this CB to get disrespected. You could enter before 10 a.m., but I'll wait for 10 a.m. 10 a.m. opens. We then form an SMT. This place higher, above this high. We're expecting this wick to hold. That's the rebalance wick. Almost edge stop loss, but the stop loss is fine because that's manipulation. Target 50 points. Your 30 points got hit there as well, so you're fine. And there's your trade there. It's 1 a.m. here for me as well. Actually, no, it's 12 a.m. Go sleep if you have something tomorrow. Yeah, bro. Even though there's 21 people here, the 21 people that are in here, 22 people, whatever. You guys are gonna. You're basically back testing as well, so you're literally doing 2 and 1, and you're gonna hop on stage now. So last trade, perfect trade. Yeah. Any questions for this trade? Full put it. Oh, I should have full put it. Yeah. Any questions before I end the recording, and I'm gonna put you guys on. No questions. So this month was kind of rough, kind of rough. But let's hope this July that we approach is even easier. So yeah, I'm end the recording.